Now, in exactly 2 weeks' time, failed London Mayor Sadiq Khan will enforce his ruinous ULEZ scheme in all of London's 32 boroughs, but the British people are fighting back. One top-secret group, dubbed the Blade Runners, has vowed to destroy every ULEZ camera. Meanwhile, thousands of bikers are set to rally against the climate policy as they prepare to circle London on the M25 orbital motorway this weekend. However, for the most inspiring protest, look no further than private hire driver and army veteran Prabhdeep Singh, who went on hunger strike for a heroic 7 days. Last week, the eyes of the nation were on Prabhdeep as he camped outside Uxbridge Station, where voters recently stuck 2 fingers up to ULEZ in the recent by-election. But what compelled him to make such a sacrifice? Because to Prabhdeep, the ULEZ scheme is discrimination against poor people, which is why he has promised further dramatic action. I'm delighted to say Prabhdeep joins me now. What are you planning next, Prabhdeep? I hear potentially it involves a mass hunger strike.
First of all, thank you for having me in your show. On the last day when I ended my strike, I had a lot of love from the people and respect from the people. Further to that, a gentleman named Andy presented me with a gallantry medal. That love and respect is a debt for me, and I will repay this debt again. I'm just waiting for it to be a little better now, because it's been 7 weeks. I had nothing and I was feeling very weak for the last couple of days since I arrived back home, and we will make a comeback soon. So I was one to start with, but I'm no more, the single person now. This big team got involved, and we will fight back.
OK, so if you want to join Prabhdeep on a mass hunger strike, I have to say, I couldn't do it for 7 days. Couldn't do it for 7 days. A lot of respect for you for doing so. You're very disappointed, though, Prabhdeep, because you haven't heard a word from Sadiq Khan. Is that right?
Well, he simply reacted on one of the mainstream channels, asking me to reconsider. But I was wondering, why shall I reconsider? This is not something, my routine job I do, that go out of my house and, sit on a fast for 7 days. I was forced to do that. Rather than Mr. Khan suggesting me to reconsider, he should rather reconsider his dictatorial scheme he's imposing on the people of this country. They don't want it. If people's will is against it, in a democratic country, how can you impose this? So this is what I am at loss to know, that why Mr. Khan is not reconsidering.
Yeah, and he's not. He's made it very clear he's not, and we're going to show you that in just a moment. So, Prabhdeep, outside of the station over those 7 days, did you get a real sense that the British people have had enough?
Well, when you go on the ground and you see the people in a person, rather than, observing them on the social media, you really feel that. I had a lot of people coming in for the last 7 days. They drop into my tent and had a comment book which is filled from page 1 till the end. And all the moving stories I had, I was very moved, because I have a heart. I fail to understand why it is not moving Mr. Khan.
I know.
5 million people out there are suffering.
Well, as you say, the guy doesn't care. And one of the reasons he doesn't care is because he's so arrogant that he believes there's no chance that he could be beaten in the next mayoral election.
Arrogance, I got your question. This arrogance does not work in the democratic structure. This is not a dictatorship here. Mr. Khan cannot go back into the World War II during the Nazis' time, that he can be arrogant while being a leader of the people.
Okay.
He's elected by the people and need to listen to the people. He cannot be arrogant. He's accountable. He's rather a servant to the people. He is accountable to the people and need to listen to them.
Prabhdeep Singh, very powerful message. And Prabhdeep, Planning now a mass hunger strike against ULEZ. This is what a spokesperson, though, for Sadiq Khan has said.
Sadiq Khan is not prepared to step back, delay or water down vital green policies like ULEZ, which will not only save lives and protect children's lungs by cleaning up our polluted air, but help us to fight the climate crisis. He has continued to listen to the concerns of Londoners over recent months and has announced a huge expansion to the scrappage scheme that means all Londoners with non-ULEZ compliant cars will be eligible for financial support to switch to greener, less polluting vehicles.